Hello, friends. Welcome to day 12 of our 31-day feel-good yoga series. Today we have a nourishing hatha style practice with an emphasis on flexibility and a deep connection to the breath. We'll begin today's practice in child's pose, balasana. Let's take a moment to clear the air, to clear the inner landscapes of our life experience. Whatever baggage you've been carrying up until this moment, allow yourself to set it aside. Whether it's emotional baggage, mental chatter, a to-do list, just let it go. It'll be there waiting for you to pick up at the end of this practice. Let's honor this creation of space and a willingness to surrender with one cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. And again, offer yourself one more breath. On your next breath, press into your palms. Let's come up onto all fours. Vamanasana, tabletop. Inhale to arch your back, tailbone skywards. Exhale to stretch your back, tailbone towards the earth. And again. Feel the contrasting mobility of your spine against the stability of your limbs. Once more in each direction. Return to tabletop, and let's begin to trace some circles in the air with our left leg, keeping your knee bent, keeping the rest of your body relatively stable. And you might like to swap the direction of your circles, continuing to breathe. One more circle. Release your leg, and we'll come into our circles with the right leg. Maybe pressing a little bit more firmly into that right palm to support you. Swapping directions. Gently release. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands out in front slightly. Inhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Gifting yourself this opportunity to wake up your body, to establish a connection with the present moment as facilitated by the breath. On your next inhalation, lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Engage your glutes. You can keep your leg lengthened, or if you like, bend your left knee. Guide your left heel towards your right glutes. Notice how this changes the stretch for your left hip, and whether it changes the stretch for the back of your right leg. Inhale. On your exhalation, step your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand, lizard pose. Maybe you'd like to shift your hips forwards and backwards slightly, finding a bit of activation through the inner seam of your left thigh. Pressing your left big toe firmly into the mat. You can either keep your legs active or, if you like, lower your right knee onto the earth, perhaps finding a more passive stretch. Option to stay here, or on your next breath, bend your right knee, guiding your heel towards your body, and use your right hand to grab a hold of your foot or your ankle. Coming into our sun lizard, opening your heart to the left. Now we're actually resting atop of our left thigh, so we've got most of our weight in that thigh rather than in the knee. This is one of a select few stretches in yoga that actually gets into the front of the thigh. So if you're feeling a deep stretch here, know that you're not alone. Allow the breath to support you. Inhale. Exhale to release your limbs onto the mat. And let's heel toe our left foot towards the right edge of the mat. Left knee towards left wrist, lengthening your back leg, pigeon pose, Kapotasana. Maybe you stay upright, maybe you lower onto your forearms. Whatever variation you assume, try to find a bit of evenness across the pelvis. So rather than completely collapsing into that left leg, see if you can gently guide your right hip bone towards the earth. Notice if you're constricting the upper body in any way, if you're holding tightness around that left leg. See if you can soften a little more with each exhalation. On your next breath, press into your palms, lift the torso, tuck your right toes under. Let's meet in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you want to stretch out the hips, go ahead and do so. If you want to find stillness, that's great as well. On your next inhalation, lift your right leg, Ekapara Adho Mukha Svanasana. Continue to square both shoulders towards the earth, either keeping your hips squared or you can find an external rotation with that right leg. On your next breath, let's bend our right knee, guide your knee skywards and your heel towards your left glute. Breathe. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, Uttanapristhasana. Maybe you find stillness, or you could find a little bit of movement here. Continuing to engage your left thigh muscle, hugging your right thigh in towards your torso and your right arm. Inhale. Exhale, option to lower your back knee down, coming into a gentler lizard, a relaxed lizard. Notice the deep opening for your left hip. Notice the length of your spine. You're welcome to stay here, or we'll come into sun lizard, bending your back leg, using your right hand to grab a hold of your leg or your foot. And again, finding that intention of resting on your left thigh rather than keeping pressure on your knee. Keep hugging that leg in towards you to deepen the stretch. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale to release. Return your arm to the earth. Let's heel toe that right foot to the left, coming into your expression of pigeon pose. Inhale, we lengthen the spine. And on your exhalation, maybe we fold forwards. On your next breath, gently lift the torso and we'll come into downward facing dog. Gifting yourself a few breaths here to lengthen and stretch the back body. Offer yourself one big inhalation in down dog. And exhale, lower down, child's pose. When you feel ready, walk your hands in towards you, lift the torso, take a few shoulder rolls, and let's come to rest atop of our glutes, feet on the earth, hip width distance apart, palms behind your back. You can stay here and simply open your chest, or on your next exhalation, engage your glutes, lift the pelvis, reverse half plank, Ardha Parvattanasana. Use the strength of your glutes to lift your hips. Press into your palms to help lift your heart and broaden across your chest. Breathe. Inhale to raise your hips even higher. Exhale to lower down. Let's come into Sukhasana, easy pose. Relax your hands. Close your eyes. Let us open our hearts and our minds in the spirit of love, kindness, and compassion to meet the richness of this day and this moment. On your next inhalation, raise your arms, palms together. Exhale, palms towards your heart. Let us close practice with the mantra Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining us for day 12. Your love, your energy, and your enthusiasm is deeply appreciated. Feel free to drop a comment down below, share how things are coming along for you, and we will connect on the mat tomorrow for day 13.